Hello. No, we're not gonna do that here. We're not gonna have the condom off. Sorry, that's not happening. We fuck with the condom on or we don't fuck at all. Oof. Oh, of course I'm not screen capturing it, but I am recording audio. But why can't I record it? That's the question.
Can you fuck me now?
Yes, I can fuck you.
Oh, you're finally willing to redeem yourself.
Oh, I mean, it's only. I never said I was willing to redeem myself. I said I was willing to talk about the deletion of the videos.
And you're gonna do it? Delete
Under.
those.
I'm not gonna. Under some specific circumstances. Like, I'm not just gonna delete them. If I'm gonna delete them, there's gonna be some results from it. Like, if I'm
Such
gonna.
as.
For one, and I'm not saying for the record, I'm not saying guys is a retarded faggot or you gotta do this or resort to suicide. No, that interpret that because that's not what I'm saying. So this is what I'm gonna say. You have to delete all of your revenge porn with me, Travis, Frexy, Abdol, Boney the Squirrel. You get to owe them an apology. And you have to take out all of your hate stuff out of your game, all of the malware out of your game, everything. You have to remove all of that and you get to give us an apology. Then, then I will take down those videos.
First they should all apologize me, and then I see the reason to um, to remove all the revenge porn and stop punishing my slaves.
They don't have to apologize to you, that's the thing. They're not massive retards, that's you. They're not the ones with the small penis, that's
They're the
you.
ones causing edging anguish.
No, they're not. That's the thing. They once told you stuff.
They're the one who accuse. They're the one who accuse. They're the ones who accuse me for preferring the original Crash Bandicoot over the imposter.
There is no such thing as the imposter Crash Bandicoot. There is. There's only the official Crash Bandicoot.
Which Activision is substituting with an imposter.
No, they're not. I'm sorry, that's a hard truth.
Where's
You realize that the Crash 4 has a penis foreskin, right?
it's a phony. It's a pseudo skin, pseudo foreskin.
Why does it matter though? So what if people prefer modern Crash? It's like the same thing with Sonic. People prefer modern Sonic over classic Sonic, or classic over modern. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, like, you're just a big loser, guys, who doesn't have a life and who is posting about stupid things on the internet. So you gotta delete all the revenge porn, guys, or I'm gonna spank your
Well,
ass.
I will do afterwards.
Afterwards? What the fuck do you mean afterwards? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Less I can trust you. As soon as I can see people, as soon as I can trust people to stop punishing me, then I don't see the. Then I wouldn't have to. Then don't have to feel threatened at all, and you
Um,
know.
but no one is punishing you except me, Travis, Frexy, Abdol, especially Abdol. And if anyone else is punishing you, you have the option to ignore them.
Much like why should I ever ignore? Like why shouldn't ignore? You didn't ignore that. Like why shouldn't? How did I
Yes,
put it?
the Sasibaka accounts? Yeah, I didn't ignore them. I was desperate, okay? Don't judge me. I gave
You
them
also didn't
attention.
ignore. You also didn't ignore Nate. Nate
That's who I
Higgers.
was talking about because Nate is the one who made those Sasibaka accounts. That's who I'm talking about. When it comes, I was really fucking cringe and I admit to that. So I became even more cringe. Being cringe was wrong, but I don't give a flying fuck. And I moved on with my life. And then I made my Michael Jackson highlights video. That got a lot of views. And I continued being a massive faggot. Well, quote unquote. Because I wouldn't say I'm a full faggot. I do have HIV, but it's not as severe as you probably have it, because you are the cause of your own misery, quite frankly.
Do I look like Activision sex toy to you?
No, you just look like a massive faggot.
If I was a massive faggot, I wouldn't be fucking all of you in the ass in the first place. Let alone letting you ram me from the back, or the dick that you and my other enemies were showing down the throats, everyone's throats.
Actually, if you were a real Crash fan, you wouldn't be sucking down that dick anyway. You wouldn't be putting all this hate stuff in your game, like, oh, Loaten's a retarded faggot who should kill himself or something like that, or Travis the Dragon is a kid with Down syndrome, a retard. Like, like you wouldn't be doing that if you were a real Crash fan. Real Crash fans don't sell their body for the game. Do you see any of have you played my game? Do you see any of that in my game? Because my fan game is the best fan game.
See it a lot in your ex hamster, your ex videos community feed, and I used to see it a lot in your Pornhub too.
Okay, show me some examples.
Let's see. For instance, Loaten sucks off Michael Jackson's cock while he gets rammed from the back by Guyus the Raptor.
Are you making that up, buddy? Because if you're having trouble finding the real thing, it maybe has to do with the fact that it never happened.
You did troll me and you know it. You did post the he
Oh yeah,
posted the twitters on Twitter that I'm a faggot.
I've never ever called you a faggot. I don't ever call anyone
Mm.
faggots, cause I'm not homophobic like you are. Well, except if you don't count every other time I called you a faggot. And even if you were gay, that doesn't matter to me. I would still fuck you anyways.
You accuse me for being virgin.
Well, are you a virgin?
So what if I was virgin? That doesn't mean I'm a faggot. It doesn't mean I'm a faggot. I'm still
Okay, that
straight.
gotcha. That's great. That's great because fuck faggots. So, what does that have to do with me calling you a faggot?
See if I find the link you made a post or made a caricature of my caricature as the
Oh,
raptor.
gay as the raptor. Oh, the part where I made a
Ah,
gay clone of you. I never called you a faggot though. I never called you the F slur. That's all you, bro.
It's a synonym. That's still a synonym.
Nah, that's. I mean, if you think about it, that's like calling a kid with Down syndrome a retard. When, yeah, they're synonyms, but one's more harsher, one's more stronger than the other. I don't think you get that, man. Like again, you are the creation of your own misery.
It makes no sense at all.
Like, let's be real here. Let me explain to you, since it makes no sense. Um, do you think if you were a real Crash fan,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a
like
bit
you
of a
so claim, if you're a real Crash fan like you so claim, why not just ignore the modern Crash games and continue playing the classic ones?
Well, how is that gonna help the Crash franchise to recover from the damage Activision caused?
What damage? There has been no damage. In fact, ever since Activision started making them, Crash has been stronger than ever. In fact, he just got done with the Burger King promotion. If you've seen that commercial with the guy on the plane.
Even those aren't the real Crash Bandicoot merch. They're fakes with Crash Bandicoot's name on it. And
Well,
you know
that's
it.
your opinion. That's just your opinion, man. That's not a fact.
That's another problem. Though it's like the genuine article Crash Bandicoot is being completely disavowed.
What if I told you, hear me out and hear me out here. The genuine article doesn't exist. The genuine article is the Crash we have, and the Crash we've always have.
And what's this in a image?
Oh,
Do
it's a
you see that?
picture. It's a picture of Crash Bandicoot with his pants around his ankles from the Crash 2 era.
You don't
Saying,
think that's the real, and you don't think that's a real deal?
I mean, it's as real as Crash 4 Crash. It's as real as
And
Insane
where's Crash?
Trilogy.
Then where's Crash 4 Crash trapezoid mouth and big muzzle ring? And why is it a complete retard instead of the instead of
Why does he have to have that?
that
Why
is
does he have to have those features to
that
be
instead of
defined? Why does he have to have those features to be defined as normal? You don't think autistic people are normal, do you? Why can't he just be autistic like Sonic?
because well
Boy, because it's
even
retarded.
Even Sonic doesn't have that many of the so-called autistic features as
Again,
Crash had.
again, that's purely
Besides,
subjective.
besides the features the original Crash Bandicoot had they're more in character and in brand with Crash Bandicoot, as opposite to the features the put imposter carries.
I said this in my video about you, and I'm gonna say it to you in call. You are just a regular Crash fan. You're not an official, you're not Andy Gavin or a Jason Rubin. You're not even anyone who owns the IP. Who are you to state which games are official and which games aren't?
Naughty Dogs.
Come again, guys. Come again, yes.
I'm still stay more true to Naughty Dog original Crash than than Activision and its developer companies were capable to, and you know it.
Not really. I mean, every. Hey, I've actually played your game and I couldn't even get past the first level because your enemies are so buggy that it's impossible to hit them. Yeah, I was watching the bait call.
Yet I fixed it. But I did fix the box afterwards.
Really? Because I played your recent demo, which thankfully didn't have
Like you?
malware. Yeah, I did. I played it and I still couldn't get past the first enemy.
It's
You didn't fix shit,
which
dude.
well,
It's the same bullshit that I dealt with.
did you play with gamepad?
Sure
Or
did, it didn't
keyboard?
work. Granted, that would be an issue with my computer because most gamepads don't work, but regardless of such, I will still point the finger at you anyways, because I don't give a flying fuck, guys, as I've already told you. If you're claiming it to be better than the official Crash games, or I'm
Why
sorry,
you want
the
pressure?
imposters.
Then why are you the only person complaining about them? The recent demo.
I'm not. There are many other people who complain about it. It's just that they're in my head, guys. Can you not see them? Like, can you not see those people?
Because their complaints are vague anyway.
No, they're
Especially
not.
We
They're just as vague as your complaints are when it comes to the fucking modern Crash games. You say that you don't like the designs and you refuse to play them because of that. But however, the way I see it, I just think that your parents would buy them for you and you just hate everyone else because of it. Because why won't you just, but because why, how hard is it to actually play the games? Why can't you just give being normal a try? It will do wonders for you.
It's because they harm because they harm my mental health like they harm my enemies' mental health. Thus they've become my enemies.
Really? Well, ever since I played Crash Bandicoot,
like if and if Insane Trilogy didn't exist in the first place, then they wouldn't be those enemies of mine. They would never become my enemies after all. First place.
no, they wouldn't. You see what I mean when I say that you create your own misery? They wouldn't, you're saying that they wouldn't become your enemies if they would like, if they, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying that they are your enemies just because they like Modern Crash?
And also because of your gay propaganda that you have been spreading on the internet.
Really?
As
Well, so far I've
your
played.
porn videos have brainwashed them.
Well, I've played Crash Bandicoot 4. I've done 2 full playthroughs of it. And since then, it's made me happier. It's made me feel better about myself. It's actually made my mental health a lot better because I'm a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot. And the fact that he's back, it's made me feel so much happier.
Yeah, but this isn't about you, Loaten. It never has been about you. Never.
It's always been about me. This whole thing is about me.
You're just you and my other enemies. You're just it's your the thing. You only think that Crash is back because it's just delusion. It's not the real Crash Bandicoot that's brought back. It's the imposter. It's not the real. It's
Yeah,
not a
but
real thing.
just keep telling, but that's you telling you that. That's you coping. It's just guess you just gotta accept the fact Crash is black, man, and he's here to slay.
He's not black.
Shh.
The
No.
real Crash Bandicoot that we grew up with. It's not black. It's white.
Well,
Bet.
bet. Okay, what about Mr. Clean Gets Mean Part 4? It's about time. Or not Mr. Clean Gets 4, it's about time. What's that porn actress called?
You mean Mia Khalifa?
Nah.
Or that Riley Reid?
No, I don't think it's them.
Is it Olivia Austin?
No, it's not her either, guys.
Maybe it's Jada Fire or Lana Rhodes, or perhaps Abella Danger. Or well, well, it it, it could be also it could be also Ava Elfie or Mia Malkova. She's one of my favorites. And then I told her, they lit my hair on fire. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't know I turned the call.
Yo, what are
I'm
you
sorry.
doing here, man? I never invited you into this call.
I hope I
Please,
didn't
can you
interrupt.
fuck
Then come.
off?
I'm gonna go.
Oh, I remember now. It was Nadina Froteau. She played Crash 4 on Pornhub.
Well, her tits were nice, but her tits nice, but it wasn't assembled properly. She was playing Crash 4. It's about time, and that game, uh, that game is those games from Activision. They can't make. I couldn't jack off to this. I would try to get blue balls in the first place.
Blue balls? Are you fucking kidding me, guys? I think I jacked off to that video at least a dozen of times. And I've always had a great time. And in fact, it made my life so much happier.
Well, sure.
Sure?
I mean, at
Well,
least more closely follow.
okay, then how come more people like to jack off to this game than your game?
Because you've brainwashed them. Because you and my other enemies have brainwashed them. Against me.
Brainwash them.
With
How
all
did we
the
brainwash
propaganda
them?
videos of yours.
Well,
Videos,
those quote
hate
unquote
posts and stuff.
propaganda videos are videos informing people of your posts about your let's look at that. My first video about you was the worst Crash Bandicoot fan game ever made, Retro Hijinks, and I told people that your game had AIDS in it, and it got taken down because of that. Did your game have AIDS in it? Yes or no?
That's patch file to erase. Only crash for crash. Only
So yes.
to only erase its insane trilogy, and it's about time. Porn videos count as AIDS.
So yes, you did put AIDS in your game. Okay, so that's
But erasing insane trilogy, and it's
no,
about time.
no,
Are the
no,
only
no,
they're the
no,
only
no.
things it only down went
Put
down.
enough.
Anything else?
No. You still
Besides the
put
phenomenon.
in AIDS is a disease in which there is a severe loss of the body's cellular immunity, greatly lowering the resistance to infection and malignancy. You put in a piece of AIDS, a virus, that was made
To erase
specifically.
ancient trilogy, and it's about time. Porn videos only. We're good. Would you rather want me to put it back?
But it should never have been there in the first place. Like the fact that you put it in there in the first place, it destroys the trust between two lovers. How do you expect people to trust you when you betray their trust?
If they didn't find out I have there's a so-called AIDS in my blood, it erasing off
People
insane
wouldn't have
trilogy.
gotten sick.
I have only done a favor today.
People wouldn't have gotten sick if you never contracted AIDS in the first place. But people got sick, and some of them, like Trey Bandicoot, even died. Do you really think that people are just gonna have unprotected sex and be like, oh, okay, guys, let me from the back, oh, they're not retarded.
Well, if people weren't retarded, then they would have not fallen for insane trilogy in the first place. Nor Nitro Fuel, nor It's About Time, and nor Team Rumble.
Well, that's the problem. That's your problem, guys. You just judge people based on their color.
But what about unprotected sex? Doesn't that have any value? Has it really lost its value?
It exists. Absolutely not. Why do you
Then
think
why
they
there
got
aren't any
remade?
mercs based on the original Crash Bandicoot instead of the modern imposter?
Because right now there is no such thing
That's
as a white Crash. There's only Black
White
Crash,
Crash
and
is the
that's the
regular
Crash that
Crash.
exists right now. He has had. You realize that Crash Bandicoot has never had a consistent
That's all
design,
the
right?
more reason
Ever since Crash to Insanity.
revert the reverse Crash back to what it was.
Okay, so why do you like Twin Sanity so much? Why do you think Twin Sanity and Tag Team are okay? They changed that
Like
the
they weren't as
designs.
harsh as they weren't as harsh as the as It's About Time and the
But who
others era.
cares? Who cares? Why does it
And that's another
matter?
problem. And that's another problem. That people don't care about white people anymore. There's all just black guilt and black casting in movies and TV shows.
I literally made a video on White Crash not too long ago, and it got like a couple of hundred views. Like, where are you getting this notion that nobody cares about White Crash?
Why aren't you not posts on Reddit about it? And why? And why'd you put lotion on your penis? And why isn't Burger King serving regarding white trash instead of black trash?
Well,
I mean, look at Mario, for instance.
are
Let's
you really gonna compare Mario?
Well, for instance, their merchandise, most of them is the regular Mario. It's KKK Mario mercs, and it's not directly based on the that not all of it is based on the racist Mario YouTube video. Even if it was good.
Oh,
Even if I like it myself too.
well, well,
And
Crash is.
then Disney. And then there's Disney mercs.
Well,
In Disney merchandising, they're spreading leftist propaganda.
why can't you just accept Crash is black? Like, why do
Because he
you.
isn't black. Because he isn't black.
Okay, well, allow me to disapprove, or disprove, or disapprove. I don't know English. Crash Bandicoot E3 2016. What is this? What's the video I just sent to you? What was that? It says Crash Bandicoot E3 2016 reveal. I know. I'm not sure. I'm not. I don't have my glasses on. What do you think? What do you think it says?
Crash Bandicoot E3 2016 reveal.
Exactly. And what is in that video? A trailer announcement for remakes based off Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy, and his announcement that he'd be in Skylanders. There, I just
Who
disproved.
asked for? But who asked for the remake for? But who really asked for the remake of the original Crash trilogy? And more importantly,
Everyone!
like you.
Where were you in the community around that time? Everyone was asking for Crash remakes. I was asking for
More
Crash remakes.
importantly, and more importantly, why wasn't they remade properly with the right skin tone? Well, why couldn't they at least try to use it to repurpose the some of the assets that were used in the original games, like Crash Retro Hijinks is doing, and back in time.
Because they wanted to make a remake, not a remaster. If you really just want to play a better looking version of Crash 2, just get an
Except it's
emulator.
not better version. Except it's not a better loop.
Oh yeah, I know. I agree. I agree. I'm not even liking Saint Trilogy that much. I actually prefer the original games. But that doesn't mean it that the remakes are frauds or fakes or that people who like them are retarded. It just means that I prefer the original games. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay?
Are you okay, Lotion? Because you seem like you hurt your brain. Eh, because Insane Trilogy and its its current state. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you something. And this is where you
And
left the call. This is where you left the call yesterday. Our retarded moderator was asking. He plays games like Need for Speed. He'll play games like, I don't know, fucking, I don't know. He's a little freak, anyways. He doesn't even play Fortnite. And you betcha that everyone plays Fortnite. Does that make you mentally ill? Well, we both know that the answer to that question is yes, but can you still answer the question?
with those games and franchises, haven't necessarily experienced the same crucial fate as Crash Bandicoot has. Besides, besides,
You're right. Mo Crash
besides the
Bandicoot.
moderator, he's actually not retarded, and he's actually a good person. Unlike you, Lotion. You're a bad boy.
Is he mentally handicapped though? Is he mentally ill for thinking like in those games? Because I believe so.
No, because they're not the impersonation. They're not the impersonations of their usual selves.
So why don't you choose to play those other games? Why can't you just leave Crash alone?
What makes you think I could find the interest from from games that don't from games that don't share the same qualities as the original Crash Bandicoot franchise?
I think that you can't find another game because your parents refuse to buy you any other games. Let me get this straight. Do you think that the Crash trilogy is the Crash trilogy your favorite video game trilogy? It is for me. I've said that
Yes.
in my video.
No. No.
Okay. Do you think that you could find a game that's better than those games?
I doubt that. Again,
That's
after
your
all,
problem.
Crash Bandicoot has set the standard for. After all, those games, those original Crash Bandicoot games, have set the standard for the linear 3D platformers in general.
You're right. They did. They definitely set those standards. But you know what? There are other games who crush those standards. Like I crushed your balls earlier.
Such as
Jack and Dexter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and
those are
Clank,
open world. Those are open world platformers, not linear.
linear. Well, who cares? And I don't say this
And,
just because I'm
wow.
losing the argument. I said this in my Jack and Dexter video. Jack and Dexter is literally just a Crash Bandicoot game that just so happens to be open world. It literally has levels it literally has linear sections to that weave in and out of each other. It's literally some may call it, you may even call it a Crash Bandicoot ripoff, but it's not. Shish.
Well, why do you call it a ripoff then if it's not like Crash Bandicoot? Your argument is worthless.
Actually, have you even played Sly Cooper? That game is entirely linear.
Even in terms of path progression. Like, for instance, games like Grand Theft Auto, it's known to have it's known to have a lot of it, and when the truth gives you the weight, you can really
no, Grand Theft Auto. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like Grand Theft Auto that much. I'm more of a Saints Row kind of guy. I think you can tell by my dumb behavior. Like, GTA has a pretty good weed if you go to the right missions. If you're doing the main story missions, if you're doing side missions, then you might not get stoned. But the main story missions is just
and the main story missions can be hard to find from the middle of so many side missions.
I mean,
worst, the side missions may actually interrupt the bags of wheat sometimes.
The same way gems could interrupt the main level of a Crash Bandicoot game. Why would I want to get a gem?
No, not really. That's not really. No,
yes,
that's
it is.
not really the case.
It's called side gameplay. It's called replay value. It exists in damn near every game.
But that's the thing that nobody. The side missions in the Grand Theft Auto and such, they're not really playing over the same level. They're just coming on me, and again they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming past you were originally focused on, and then get you confused and all.
Well, first of all, I don't need my confusional. Second of all, I'm losing the argument, so I think we're just going around in circles. At the end of the day, it doesn't seem like you're willing to change, so I'm not gonna take the videos down. And since this call was recorded, I'm gonna upload this call too as a round two to our debate. So hope you had some good sex, because this was a pretty good entertainment. This was entertainment.
I should have figured you were recording this. I should have figured you were recording this too. But I mean,
I've said I
like
did.
you said, what?
So have a good night. What we have here, and I'm gonna say what you said. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Wow. And that is the last time I'm ever having sex with that unhinged freak. Whoop-de-doo.